Hello, you guys. Welcome to my mid-year book tag. I literally cannot believe it's already July, like the first week of July. That's literally insane. I personally, if you don't know, I am pregnant right now, just a little bit. You can't tell yet. So I personally have been sick for literally the past 2 months. So I don't even know that the time is passing by. Anyways, let's get started on this. So first we have a Goodreads update. So Goodreads is an app that many readers use to like track their reading and also find books that they want to read and everything. I've been using it for the past 3 years. So I read 28 out of my 52 goal for this year. So I'm doing good, getting there. 54% done, so more than halfway, which is exactly where I want to be. So we are going to go into the best book that I've read this year so far, and this is The Wedding People by Allison S. Patch. I'm not sure how to say her last name. This is a 6-star book for me, which means it's one of my favorite books ever. This is probably my like top three. This is probably my third favorite book ever. First would be Where the Crawdads Sing, which nobody can ever top, and second would be Call It What You Want. But this is a literary fiction book, and I just absolutely just fell in love with the way that she writes. This is one of those books that I just like. I felt like it was written for me, which sounds insane, but I absolutely adore this book and her as a writer so much. This is the first book I've ever read by her, also, and I just like. I felt like it was just for me. Like, if I ever write a book, I want it to be the way that she writes books. Like, I just absolutely fell in love with the book and her writing so much. Okay, so the next category is a 5-star book that surprised me. This is The Match by Sarah Adams. I think I did a reading vlog of this, so I go more in depth in that. I'm pretty sure I did a video for this book. But this is just a sweet little romance book, but it is also so much more than that. It's like it covers like so many topics, and like definitely look into the triggers as well before you read this book, but it covers so many topics and it's written so well. The characters also, like the main characters, are such strong characters and they're written so well, and that always makes the story that much better too. um and yeah, I think this is like the second book I've ever read by her, and I was just expecting like another, little romance book, but it was so much more than that, and still romance, and so that's why it was a 5-star. That surprised me. So the next category is new favorite author, which I've literally just talked about this, but it is going to be Allison. Because of this book, I literally cannot tell you how much I love that book, and for it being my third favorite book ever, like out of all the books I've literally ever read, I just love it so much. And I bought two more of her books. They've been on my TBR for a minute. I haven't read them yet, but I am getting through my physical TBR list. I'm working on that a lot this summer. So the other two that I bought is The Adults, and these are all just literary fiction. Um, and this one is called Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance. I think this one may be a bit thriller. I haven't read into this one that much. I think so. It looks like it might be. But I'm super excited to read these two, obviously, because I absolutely just adore her so much. And so, yeah, she is my new favorite author for this year. Okay, this next category is so fun. So, this is movie adaptations of books that I'm excited about. So, the first one I have on here, which I have the book right here, is The Midnight Library. I did a reading vlog of this book as well. So if you've seen that, I really like this book. And it's being made into a movie right now. Apparently, I couldn't find any like more information on this one, but yeah, that's gonna be really good. And then Verity by Colleen Hoover, which is a really popular book. This book is like so scary. It's like insane. But apparently they just wrapped filming, so that book will come out next year, maybe. And then another Colleen Hoover book, which is Regretting You, is supposed to release in October. I don't know if that was for this year or next year. I didn't write it down, but October it says. Maybe this year. And then the other one is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, which, if you know, I love her. She's like one of the most famous thriller writers ever right now. And that movie's supposed to release in December of this year, I'm pretty sure. Video. Way back there.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one on this list is Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley, which I actually haven't read this book yet, but it is on my TBR list. And this book is a romance set in the 2000s. The movie is going to be, and it's going to be starring Austin Butler. So I definitely want to read this book and then watch this movie whenever it's supposed to come out. Okay, and the next category is my current read. So I actually just started this last night, and I'm already pretty far into it. I think I'm on 100 something. But this is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. And I actually have a lot of her books on my TBR list on Goodreads that I really want to get into. This one is really, really good so far. It's a romance book, but it also has like, I don't want to say like magical realism because it's not really, it's more just reality, but it's like, it's just so interesting. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it and just spoil the whole thing, but it's really good so far. Okay, and the next is a book that I just finished, which I just listened to a thriller on Audible, and it was The Business Trip by Jesse Garcia. I plan on doing another thriller recommendation video like in a few days sometime, and this book is going to be in there. It's a really good thriller book. It's the first one I've ever read by her, and I do like her writing. It was really good. It follows these two women. One of them is on a business trip, the other one is just running away, but they happen to be in the same airport, and they happen to like end up in the same town and the same like little area and everything, and they both end up disappearing and go missing. And so it's like, are they connected? What exactly happens? And it's just like trying to figure that out. And yeah, it's really good. Okay, and then the last section is anticipated reads for the rest of the year. So like I said earlier, I'm really just like working on getting through my physical TBR list, which I have been doing a really good job of doing that lately. So like I said, one of Allison's books, I have a Stephen King book on there, some other books I just bought at the thrift store are on there. And yeah, just like my physical TBR. And then I put on here, I want to read another memoir this year. I try to read like, I don't know, one or two of them a year. I think they can be really interesting, but also like really boring maybe sometimes. But I like to read one or two memoirs a year. I think they can be really cool. So I have some on my TBR on Goodreads. I don't remember what any of them were, but I was looking into memoirs a little while ago. I listed some books that I recently put on my TBR list on Goodreads, and that was The Summer We Ran and The Good Part, which I think that one's a literary fiction and that one is a romance book, I think. I don't know, because whenever I see books on like Instagram or in other people's book YouTube videos that I'm interested in, I will just go and put them on that TBR list. So, yeah, really just all of those books, I guess. And that is all I have for this video. I am doing really good so far this year in books. I found some books that I absolutely love, and yeah, and I love the one that I'm reading right now as well. I'm definitely excited to see where like some of these books place in our end of year book video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.